Welcome back to another episode of Bennett. Is almost gonna get hit by lightning, but we do not force our luck because we know the luck of Bennett. And it's... well, how we call it? It's sparkly. Anyway, we are going closer towards the marked location down there. Also, I think, yeah. Let's just trigger this Wave Rider point right over there. And the quest that we are gonna do in this episode is Those Who Yearn for the God's Gaze. Part of the Omnipresence over Mortals one. Which is related to the Raiden Shogun, of course. Come on, don't... am I gonna get? No. There we go. So, is there a quicker way over there? I think I just have to move along. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Well, they don't really look suspicious. I mean, suspicious in a way that... like, the word suspicious for me means there's something going on. But the stuff that I know of just means that... ooh, touch the sword hill. What do we have here? This is not what I wanted. How do you... I mean, you can hit it once and stuff falls down. It's kind of similar to the other swords I found. Oh, wait a minute. What happens if I have this Electrograna and get hit by lightning? Oh, okay, so this is what you have to do. Okay. Ah, bollocks. Have to get behind it somewhat. Come on. Okay, let's get another decoy out. There we go. Like, when will he actually... there we go. Notice the decoy. Perfect. I don't think that this was part of the stuff that... all just roll common chest, of course. We heard. But yeah, I can basically try to explore this area to completion, so I don't do this twice. I mean, it's a very small island, right? And then I have to put a marker on it so that I know that I explored this part. It's the southern section of Fort Mume. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get ourselves some electro. Number 1. Number 2. And 3. Ooh. Three, two, one, come on, turn right. Bam! The damage. Nice. Oh, the bunny still takes a little bit. And charge. Alright. There's a few more hits, and we got that done. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I mean, I could have just attacked it 6 times in a row and did the same amount of damage. Nah. It looks like there's a sword sticking out down here, is it? And also, why is that lava kill connected to the totems? Ooh. Okay, that could be some elemental particle. Wait a minute. What happened?
僕も驚いたよ。君たちもここで調査してたんだね。
Okay, what happened to him?
ちょうど物資を前線まで運んで、今この近くの脅威を片付けようと。
Okay, either he got some dust in his hair or something else happened. Kind of reminds me of the shore.
大丈夫か？お前、なんか変だぞ。
Looks like some accelerated aging
大
occurred.
丈夫大丈夫。多分この前海に出た時に体が冷えたんだ。
It's not like that. You don't change your hair color with a cold.
ここを通りかかった時、ちょうど島に上陸して調査してる人がいるって聞いてね。見に来たんだよ。万が一危険にでも遭っていたら、僕が英雄みたいに助けてあげようと思ってたけど、君たちだったとは。どうやら僕の取り越し苦労だったようだ。
What do you mean a shame? Come on.
お前はここの雰囲気に何か特別なものを感じるか？
Okay, let's just not think about this place. Let's just question him. Why did he change his hair color so quickly?
ああ、そう言われると、確かに。
Yeah.
でもここは魔人オロバシの亡骸に近いからたたり神の気配が強いんだろう。
What's going on?
魔人オロバシってなんだ？
ほら、あれがオロバシの残した遺骨だよ。
うわ
Huh.
あんなにでっかい蛇の骨、見ただけで体が震え上がってくる。
And the statue is right down there.
今
Perfect.
の渡積島があるのは、オロバシが僕たちの先祖を塩化宮から地上へ連れ出したからなんだ。
Oh, interesting.
僕たちの先祖はそれをずっと守り神として見ていたけど、魔人戦争中オロバシはヤシオリ島を侵略した。それでライデン将軍が直接出向き、無双の人たちで切り伏せたんだ。あの一党が今の無双人狭間を形成したってわけさ。
I see some similarities. I see some similarities here. Like the Rex Lapis, right? Defeated some creatures around Liu and turned them into islands. And in here, the same thing happened with the Raiden Shogun. Very interesting.
無双人狭間ってライデン将軍に切られてできたものだったのか。すごいな。
そう。でも魔人戦争は非常に苛烈なもので、ヤシオリ島はそのせいで廃墟と化した。噂では将軍様もその時に大切なものを失ったと言われてる。
So let's find that thing. Maybe she will change her ways
オ
a
ロ
bit.
バシが死んでから渡積島と幕府の仲は悪くなったんだ。でも今回抵抗軍を立ち上げたのはその侵攻とは関係なく単にメガリレーに抗うためだけどね。オロバシが文明を滅ぼそうとするのを将軍様が止めた。そして今将軍様がメガリレーを発令し、人々の願いを奪おうとしている。これも同じように誰かが将軍様を阻止しなければならないんだ。僕は先に戻るよ。幕府軍の精鋭武士を片付けたばかりで帰って少し休みたい。まだ君たちは早く三宮様に報告するといい。ここはまだたたり神の気配が残っているかもしれないから長居すると体に良くない。
Yeah, take care of yourself.
心配しないで。僕はこの通りピンピンしてるよ。
Something is off.
まさか鉄平がもう幕府軍の武士と戦えるようになってるとはな。いつの間にかすごく成長したみたいだ。戻ってココミに報告しようぜ。
Something is definitely weird. Those who yearn for the god's gaze return to the headquarters and talk to Kokomi. I'm still kind of surprised how that happened. Very weird. Is Teppei the only one who changes? What about the other soldiers? Why do they still have the, like, this guy, for example. Oh, there's Goro. Okay. Weird. What happened to Teppei?
ココミ戻ってきたぞってあれゴローもいるのか何かあったのかなんかすごく真剣な表情だな
この異常が発生した人はどれくらいいるのですか
I think it's all about that.
まだ完全には統計できていません。
Why are, of course, they are main characters. Well, main. Playable characters. They are unaffected by all of these.
ココミゴロー何かあったのか
近頃抵抗軍の一部兵士たちに奇妙な老化現象が発生しているんだ。
I think I know what you mean.
彼らを問い詰めたら、裏でこっそり支援者からいくつかの秘密兵器を手に入れていたことが発覚した。
Oh. 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 Uh-oh. Okay, So what's happening in here is that the secret sponsor who's supplying the troops with supplies and everything is trying to make them dependent on him, and then he's now giving them strange weapons that, well, accelerate their aging somehow. And this is just in order to defeat the army through the back door, kind of. That is a really interesting way of doing it. Making them dependent on some products. This is basically the way that the British managed to, well, it's not really defeat, but they kind of treated the Chinese this way. There was a silver and, what was it? Opium kind of trade that happened. This was, I don't know how many years ago, like 200 years maybe more, I don't know. The year does not necessarily make, it's not that much important, but it's more important is what happened. So you put in like some kind of produce that makes the people dependent on it, and then in exchange for that, it's basically drugs. You get some valuable items, in this case silver and tea, which the British also needed somewhat. And yeah, you can basically make the whole country dependent on opium, which is a huge crisis, by the way, and something that you should really be concerned about. Very interesting. Very interesting. And nowadays, you have to question yourself, okay, what else is it that countries supply en masse which we think that we have to buy? We may not be necessarily dependent on it, but if you think of whatever product that you're buying as some kind of necessity, then in a way, the same kind of trade that the British did with the Chinese can be applied to like other instances. Kind of questionable, is it? It's that goes deep so quickly.
メガリレーに対して極度の不満を抱いていた奴らだ。それら秘密兵器を手にした後、こっそり使っていたらしい。
道理で近頃の戦況が異様に順調だったのですね。しかしこれは決して正しい方法ではありません。一刻も早く禁止しなければ。
Also, what kind of secret weapons are this? Is it just a sword out of a strange material or something? Or
ゴロ、彼らの言う秘密兵器は手に入れられましたか?
Yeah, of course you bring it right towards the leader, so they get corrupted. Okay, why is it that they refuse to hand over their items? That's weird. Oh dear. It's a Fatui delusion. What? Wait a minute. What is this thing? Like, there's a Fatui icon on top of it, but why do we know that this is a delusion? Oh. kind of makes sense that the Fatui are, of course, on the side of the Shogun, but, well, it does not really make sense. Like, the Fatui play their own game, and if it just happens... Yeah, it can also just happen that they are on your side as well. Like, similar to Childi, right? They basically sponsored us, right?
しかし、なぜファデュイがこのようなことを
They just try to end the war, and for some reason... Like, it makes no sense. Like, the Fatui are traders. Like, merchants and stuff like that. And what they want is business. But you do not get good business with a lockdown country. So that's weird. Or maybe it's just some side effect of the weapon. Like, the weapons are so good that there's that there has to be a price to pay, and this is the accelerated aging that occurs. So let's see how this progresses.
考えている時間はありません。現在最も重要なのは邪眼の使用禁止を一刻も早く軍に通達することです。
Their delusions.
近頃異常が起きた兵士たちには治療をまだ間に合うことを祈りましょう。
また異常のある兵士って
Yep, that's him.
嘘だろう
And he definitely is affected.
早く見に行こ
Huh. It's kind of interesting, right? At the beginning, yeah, let's just keep Teppei safe. What happens is he just goes all Indiana Jones on us. Like, that's not good. Well, it's not really Indiana Jones that happened. It was one of those Nazi generals. So, Sangonomiya...
私たちも早く抵抗軍の拠点へ。一刻も早く邪眼の流通を止めなくてはなりません。
はっ、Sangonomiya.
Okay. It's a group dialogue that happens here. Now then, all the way over there. Thank goodness I don't need to teleport towards the northern part of the island. Very weird. It kind of feels as if the weapons that they have are somehow radioactive. And radioactive weapons usually happen because of a decaying element, because it is very heavy. And heavier weapons mean that they might be more sturdy and they have a bit more of an oomph towards them. Like, if you... yeah, let's think about it this way. Like, you have a heavy sword and a very, very light sword, right? Or sturdy sword or whatever. So, with this slightly heavier material, which is which could be radioactive, then the whole lot of problems are introduced. Oh no. That's weird. Also, the whole aging kind of situation, right? When you age, what happens is that it's not really like a timer in your body that goes on clicking and so on. It's more of a problem of maintenance that happens. So, like, slowly but surely, your body tries to replicate itself, all of the cells of it, and a small amount of issues, copying issues, are introduced in the genetic code, and this just means that the DNA gets destroyed more and more, and at some point there's so much so many problems introduced in the DNA that the body cannot maintain itself the same way. And this is basically what aging is. And some people have it easier maintaining their body, and some people don't have it easy enough. And it just depends on how much damage you put your body under, which as a result changed the DNA or damaged the DNA. And this is why you age, and some people don't age that much. That's just it. And the damage can just be introduced in different kind of manners. It does not necessarily mean radiation all the time, but it is one part.
ちょっと待ってね、今立つから。あれ、おかしいな。体の力が抜けて。
Okay, so what's been going on? You look a little older.
まだ詳しく言ってなかったね。僕は最近いくつもの手柄を立てたんだ。船に乗って幕府軍と海戦を繰り広げ、一人で幕府武士を撃退し、拠点に拘束されていた仲間を助けた。昔の僕だったら夢にも思わなかったことばかりさ。もっと強くならないと。強くなればもっとたくさんのことができる。あれ、僕の秘密兵器は？
Okay, so tell me about
い
that
つから
weapon.
だろう。君がメカジキ2番隊の隊長になってすぐ支援者側の謎の人物に会ったんだ。
Wait a minute. Okay, so there is a secret sponsor, and then there are mysterious people that say that they are affiliated with the sponsor or the supporter. So there can be two factions, and the Fatui try to piggyback on the supporters in this case. Interesting.
彼らからこれをもらってね。強くなりたいと思えば、この秘密兵器は僕に答えてくれる。そう言ってたよ。
I don't think it has something to do with the will. It's just a nice story. They used to sell this stuff.
まるで神の目みたいだろ。僕は神の目を使ったことがないから、どんな違いがあるかはわからないけど。
Yeah, this is a delusion.
邪眼？聞くからにいいものじゃないみたいだね。
Interesting. But I also still don't really know what this is. I mean...
神の目と何が違うの？
Oh. Well, delusion and illusion is kind of like the same thing. And then we have a vision. So one has to do with seeing things, and a delusion means that you see something that is actually not the way it's supposed to be. A delusion drains the user's life force. And what is the vision then? It is also kind of power. But no, wait a minute. A vision is the same thing. The vision might be the life force, the thing that drives the person, right? So a delusion is powered by the life force, and the vision is the life force. That's the difference.
そうだったのか。確かにこんな得体の知れないもの、代償があって当然だね。
That makes sense.
ここ数日どんどん疲れが溜まってきて、心の底で嫌な予感はしてたんだ。以前は戦った後に疲れを感じるだけだったけど、今日帰ってきたら目の前すらよく見えなくなってた。はあ、やっと君に追いつけたと思ったのにやっぱり僕は神の眼差しを受けられなかったんだね。一つ君に頼めるかな？
Sure.
僕たちの大福ができたら僕の分も持ってきてほしいんだ。それで一緒に来てさ。
Oh no, I think I know how this quest will end. We come back with a uniform and he's dead. Oh god.
なんて表情してるんだ相棒。大丈夫。少し休むだけだから。少し休めばきっと良くなる。
てっぺい。おい、どこ行くんだ？おい。
Huh. Okay. There's a Yearn for the God's Gaze. That was a quick one. And with this, we're going to end this very, very sad, kinda main quest. And continue with delusions in the next one. Until then, of course, like and subscribe. Let's hope that this guy is okay. Wait a minute. Let's just have a little talk to him.
てっぺいの息がどんどん弱々しくなってる。
Okay. But as long as he's not utilizing his delusion, then maybe he can at least stay in this state for a little longer. Maybe even get back, yeah, get back his energy somehow. Maybe it can be reversed, who knows? Let's just hope for the best. As I said, like and subscribe, of course. Tthe!